It's Friday, the 16th of November, 2018. It's 13:01, and that can mean one thing and one thing only. That it's time for today's Bisquiz and Biscuit Review with me. It's your host, Edward C. Lewis. How are you, everybody? Good to see you all. I've got one headphone on, one headphone off. Like the rock and roll kind of guy I am. Today's special is, of course, or this week's special is, of course, Stan Lee, who unfortunately passed away this week, just gone. I'm slightly out of focus, but we'll just deal with it for now. And yeah, hello everyone. Hello Millstone Barn. Hello the Honey Thief. Hello Jester D, Big Fun Art, Jack Little, Jadnos, Jules C, Mace DK, exactly, RP Stanley, Magel, oh, Cosmogrog, Who Knew First, everybody who's here, because guess what? I know I say this regularly, but you know that I only mean it, I always mean it, but I mean it even more than I always mean it, here, because all of the best ones are here, right here today, right now, being here for today's Bisquiz and Biscuit Review. For those who don't know what this is, if you are turning up for the first time, the Biscuit Review, it comes at the end, at quarter to the hour. We will have a developer guest on, a new one today that you've never met before, which is due to be very exciting. Not sure whether the Biscuit's going to be very exciting, but Biscuit's a biscuit. It doesn't. We don't pick them. We just get sent them, and then we review them. We're just performing our what's the word for it? It's the what word am I looking for? Public service. It's my public service to you guys. Consumer advice show. That happens at the end. That's of course to the hour before. Then we of course have Monsieur Louis WNL, my papa. He will come on here, and he will. We will summon him to the television. The television will reveal his glorious bearded features, bespectacled and bearded, and yeah, we do a quiz. I mean, he'll talk through the rules, so we don't really need to go into that right now. But how's everyone been? What has everyone been doing? Dead Meat GF, Silky Nerd, Wabsnasm, that's an interesting name, Wabsnasm, welcome. Jadnost, raison d'être, could be. And ta papa a fabriqué un questionnaire? Oui, he's made some questions. Had a week off and a week off. Like a week off, get it? My dad liked that one. He's having a little giggle. You can't hear him or see him, but he's having a little giggle. A week off. I do have a little bit of a week off as well, so here. Just an example. But hopefully it's not like the start of a movie where you have somebody coughing, and that usually means that by the end of the film, that character is probably going to die. So let's hope by the end of this live stream that I'm still alive and still breathing. So let's bring in, is everybody seated? Is everyone, what drinks do we want? The bar is open, of course, and we are all drinking to the memory of Stanley. Can we exchange cooties tomorrow, says Jack Little? Unfortunately not. I have some bad news about Twitch London. I am not attending Twitch London tonight or tomorrow. So, sorry. But, have a nice time. Please don't be too disappointed about that. There's lots of lovely people going. Pint of mild, please, Ed, and some honey roasted peanuts. Big Fun Art. Yes. Do we have any honey roasted peanuts? Paul. He's not there again. He's never there. I do know that we have some peanuts, but they have been there for a while, and they've been left out of the pack on the side for quite some time. And I think people have used them to play sort of tic-tac-toe style games with, so probably wouldn't go anywhere near those. Cosmogrog, my weekly head fix, great. Is your bar serving Bang Tidy Ale yet? Says Dead Meat GF. No, we're a bit behind the times. I'm going to be honest with you. We've got grog, we've got moonshine, and we've got some sort of potato-based vodka that Paul made himself. Anyway, I think it's time to bring in the quiz host with the most. Let's see if we can hear him. I will use my mind to tune in to the television screen and press the button. We've managed it. Oh, it's got a lot of energy. Hello, WNL. How are you?
Hello, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah, very well. Apart from the week off that I have.
Hey, you stole my shirt.
Oh yeah, we're kind of matching somewhat. You're blue, though. Yours is blue. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I should have your shirt. Your shirt, it would complement my beard. Sort of all the greys together.
This is kind of green rather than grey, but yeah.
Green? Ah, well, you know. You know my my computer and, well, yeah.
You can't blame... Paul Workman blames his tools.
Well, yeah, I have to wake up the hamster and get it going about an hour ahead of time, yeah.
That's a good point. Sorry, just reading from the chat. Commander Witherspoon, only the truckers who cycled at the Tide got the Bang Tide ale, but they deserved it. Yes. Well done. Is it Bang Tidy? Did you say Tide or Tidy? I don't actually know how to say that.
Is that Mount Tidy in Tenerife? Is that what they're saying?
It is, yeah. The elite dangerous group of players who are absolutely wonderful made their way up the Tidy this week just gone, and made loads of money for a fantastic charity, of course, that we all know and love.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, and
I drove up it, and that was bad enough.
Did you really?
Yeah.
They walked. They cycled. Certain members have cycled, and then certain. But yeah. Round of applause in the chat, please, for those guys who've done that. We have more than 30 people here, and I think that's usually... I mean, I can see people mingling around in the pub. People looking like they're getting comfortable on the beanbags. Put some new beanbags out. They are also made with the... well over £10,000 raised as Commander Witherspoon. Congratulations, unbelievable. And just in time to get people warmed up for the 24-hour charity live stream that we're going to run at the end of the year. And hopefully we can do, if we can match that amount, that would be absolutely incredible, as per usual, because it's an amazing amount. Oh, so shocking, I'm knocking my microphone off. So anyway, as we were saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the bean bags, do be aware that they're also made out of peanuts. Just lots of peanuts in the chat. The Honey Thief says, Ed, before you close chat, could you please say hello to my mum? She's here with me. Hello, the Honey Thief's mum. I haven't been told your name, but if everyone in the chat could also say hello to the Honey Thief's mum, that would be wonderful. WNL, could you say hello to the Honey Thief's mum?
Hello, Honey Thief's mum.
The Honey Thief is a lovely young man who is a proud and wonderfully important member of this community, and we support him in everything that he does as part of it. There you go. How about that? Right. So, what's the quiz about today? We do a quiz now.
Yeah, it's quiz time, yes. Well, I mean, I took all the suggestions from the chat stream a couple of weeks ago, and I looked over them, everything from the Wild West and philosophy to pets and cat food, the Spanish Inquisition. There were a wide range of suggestions, but in the end, it was a quotation special. So I thought, okay, we'll do a round on quotations today. But don't worry, it's not too bad.
Sorry, I was just like,
Yeah,
I was reading the Honey Thief's reply as well, so at the same time. So
and quietly dying, yes.
Yeah, and quietly dying. So
we heard the cough at the beginning, and we're just, we'll monitor you throughout. Quotations, but it's a multiple guess. So basically, I'm going to give you the right answer and a couple of wrong ones. You just have to decide which.
Okay, it's simple. So if you haven't been here before, what are the overall rules of how...
Okay, yeah. Overall rules, basically...
Hi, if you've not been here before, so I want to welcome Eurocept, who gives me a thumbs up.
Oh, there we go.
Good luck.
Ed will get rid of the chat stream as far as he's concerned, so we can't see your answers. I'll ask a question. I'll take your first three answers, chat stream, and if we have consensus, then, well, basically that's your answer. If we don't, it'll be the first of the three. Okay, and once I have your answer, then I'll ask Ed for his, and we'll see how it goes and builds. He's actually won, I think, 2 or 3 in the last 3 years, something like that.
It has only been 2 years.
They were memorable. They were memorable days. Yes.
Yeah. Can you believe it's been about 2 years?
Yeah.
I can nearly not believe that. That's stunning stuff. So Bushranger says, always pick B. It's the right answer at least 50% of the time. Winky face. Shabnos says A, but we haven't been answered a question yet. Ed, you're an over actor. Thanks, Mace DK. I like to be expressive. I learnt that from Will Flanagan. Hello, Ed and Ed's dad, says Psycho Cow. Oh, I'm a little bit quiet, am I? I'm also finding bits of my lunch in my tooth. That's disgusting. All right. It's really... Sorry, 1 second. Okay. I think we're sorted. Okay. Great. So, what are we doing?
Hey, it's good to see that Stan Lee is your special today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, quite a legacy, wonderful guy, and well, it sort of spurred me on with his artwork when I was a young Spider-Man fan.
Good.
And first collecting comic books.
Yeah. Well, you have some quite not to deliver too much information, but you sent a letter to him, didn't you?
Well, yeah. Well, when you're about 9 years old, and send a letter to the editor to tell him to keep up the good work
And he did.
at Spider-Man Comics.
Without you, he might have stopped writing Spider-Man. He was like,
It's all possible.
how does Stan Lee talk? Is he kind of New York? I can't remember. He sort of is, isn't he? But he's younger.
He was, but he spent a lot of time in California.
Well,
Yeah,
okay, so I'm young Stan Lee, and I'm saying, hey, I'm walking here. Oh, I got this new idea for this character, Boar. I can't think of a good name for him. Vor, I don't know. He's sort of a god, but like lightning god. Thor. There you go, perfect. Stan, that's already an idea that's already... That's okay, it'll be very popular, I'm sure. I'm kind of thinking of giving up on this Spider-Man thingy. I've been playing... Hold on, I got a letter from this guy from W.N. Lewis. Okay, let's have a read of this. Please keep up the Spidey. You're doing a great job. Okay, cancel everything. We're going back to the Spidey. That's how it went.
Yes, and the rest is history.
And the rest is history. Very good. And he is. And what an amazing legacy. So, again, absolute love for Stan Lee in the chat, please. Okay, so begin, I've now reduced the chat, meaning that it's me versus the chat in a quiz to not end all the quizzes because we'll probably do one next week. But for this week, it's the quiz that ends this quiz specifically.
We'll start it now before we end it, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Round number one.
Good idea.
Question number one, all about quotations, multiple guess. The first one is, who said, quote, Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I really like her and her husband both a lot. I think she really works hard. Was it Barack Obama?
You're getting political, sir.
Theresa May?
You're getting political.
Or Donald Trump?
You're getting political. You're being naughty with this one.
Who said, Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I really like her and her husband both a lot. I think she really works hard. Yeah. Was it Barack Obama, Theresa May, or Donald Trump? I have their answer.
It was Donald Trump.
In a 2007 CNN interview, it was Donald Trump. He used to be interviewed by CNN in the olden days, yeah. Okay. And the chat stream got it correct as well, so it's one apiece.
Well done, chat stream.
All tied. Question number two. Quotation number two. Who said, Wagner's music is better than it sounds? Was it Woody Allen, Mark Twain, or Sarah Silverman? Who said, Wagner's music is better than it sounds?
This is a hard quiz.
Yeah, thank you. Is it Woody Allen, Mark Twain, or Sarah Silverman? You've both got 1 point, though, so no one goes home totally disappointed. Hang on, not yet. I've got their answer.
I think that I don't believe it's Mark Twain. I think that you're throwing him in there because it's a sophisticated thing to say. So you expect it to be a Mark Twain thing, or maybe even a Woody Allen. Actually, in fact, all three of those people are very intelligent, smart people, so I shouldn't really be judging anyone. Let's go for Woody Allen.
You're going for Woody Allen. Hey, the chat stream went for Woody Allen as well, and you're both wrong. It was Mark Twain, yeah.
Mark Twain. Okay.
Yeah.
I should have gone with my gut instinct and realised that you don't do trick questions, do you?
Never.
You're not a trickster like that.
No. So it's 1 for 2 for both of you. It's on to question number 3. And here's the quotation. Okay. Who said, in politics, when you're in doubt what to do, do nothing. When you're in doubt what to say what you really think. Was it Margaret Thatcher, Winston Churchill, or Jeremy Corbyn?
Oh, gosh.
In politics, when you're in doubt what to do, do nothing. When you're in doubt what to say what you really think. Was it Margaret Thatcher, Winston Churchill, or Jeremy Corbyn?
So we're drawing currently one apiece. And this is the question number 3.
I have their answer.
I think that it was a Maggie Thatcher quote.
You think it was a Maggie Thatcher? Well, Maggie Thatcher split their other 2 votes, but they ultimately went for Churchill. And it was on the 26th of July, 1905. It was Winston Churchill.
Oh, of course it was. Because I just
Churchill.
thought that, again, I thought you did a trick question. Because, of course, he's got, out of those 3, well, again, I'm not going to impress my political.
No such thing as a trick question here. Okay, you're behind though. It's 2-1. There's plenty of time to catch up. Possibly.
Guess what? Don't care.
You don't care. You do care. You do care.
Don't want to win anyway.
You don't want to win.
Trying to lull them into a false sense
reverse.
Of security.
I know. Yeah. This reverse psychology. Okay.
I really care about this. If I don't win this.
Contrasuggestible.
Hey?
Okay. Question number 4. Are you ready? Okay. Who said, the most successful painters are often better salesmen and promoters than they are artists? The most successful painters are often better salesmen and promoters than they are artists. Was it David Hockney, Charles Saatchi, or Donald Trump?
I think one week you should do a quiz where every answer is just Donald Trump.
Oh, what would the question be? That's the problem. Okay. The most successful painters are often
I'm all right, don't worry.
better salesmen and promoters than they are artists.
Yeah.
I have their answer.
Charles Saatchi B.
Charles Saatchi. They went for Charles Saatchi as well, and it was Donald Trump.
No.
In his book, The Art of the Deal.
Oh,
yeah. You got to say it like this when you in The Art of the Deal. And sort of push your lips.
Nobody knows deals like I know deals.
That's right. Easy.
Look, Trump.
Anyway, okay, 2-1. You're still behind. You haven't caught up yet. You had an opportunity there. We're halfway through with this next question. Question number 5. Who said, we are not retreating, we are advancing in another direction? Was it Napoleon Bonaparte, General Douglas MacArthur, or Donald Trump? Who said, we are not retreating, we are advancing in another direction? Napoleon Bonaparte, General Douglas MacArthur, or Donald Trump?
It's too witty for Donald Trump, surely. It's too witty. Well, I don't think...
I have their answer.
I think it's B, General MacArthur.
You think it's B, General Douglas MacArthur?
I don't think it's Donald or Napoleon. I don't think so. Although
in World War II, yes, it was General Douglas MacArthur.
Very good.
And the chat stream, they were right in there on it as well. So they're still ahead 3 points to 2. Number 6, here we go. Who said, it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both? Was it Machiavelli, Margaret Thatcher, or Donald Trump?
Yeah, okay. Do it again.
It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Was it Machiavelli, Margaret Thatcher, or Donald Trump? I have their answer.
It's Machiavelli, surely.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Niccolo Machiavelli in The Prince, yes. Ends justifies the means and all those things.
I can see all 3 of those people saying that.
And yeah, you could. Chat stream, spot on. It's 4 points to 3.
Well done.
Only one in it, and we've got 4 questions left. Question number 7. Who said, well done is better than well said? Was it George Bernard Shaw, Bill Gates, or Benjamin Franklin?
Quote
Who
again?
said, well done is better than well said? George Bernard Shaw, Bill Gates, or Benjamin Franklin?
Good question, Monsieur Lurie.
Hang on a sec. I don't have theirs yet. I now have theirs.
This is a hard one. What was it? So give me the options one more time.
Yeah, well done is better than well said.
Yeah.
George Bernard Shaw, Bill Gates, or Benjamin Franklin?
Let's go for Bill Gates.
You've gone for Bill Gates. It is Benjamin Franklin in the 18th century.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, the American statesman. I think he was he an ambassador to England as well at one point. Quite an interesting guy. Yeah.
Well, I feel ashamed of myself for not knowing that information.
Did
they get it right?
Chat stream have pulled one more ahead, so they're ahead now 4-2.
I'm wounded.
4-2.
Well, that's a
Okay.
shame.
Question number 8. Okay. Oh yes. By the way, I don't need to remind you that. Well, no, you don't have. Yes.
I don't
No,
know
no
what.
googling any of these.
Oh, yeah.
It has to all come from your mind. Question number 8.
Why? Why are you suspicious of that? What are you seeing in the? I can't see the chat. What have they done?
No, were your hands moving? No, you.
Me?
Yes, I mean, you see, they don't. That's okay.
You can see that I'm not in front of a PC. I'm in a bar.
Yeah, and that pint of mild does sound good.
I don't think I have one.
You can pour me one as well.
I've
Okay.
run out.
Number 8. Who said, "I don't actually have a bad temper. I call it controlled violence"?
Oh God.
Was it Conor McGregor,
Oh.
Reggie Cray, or Donald Trump?
Oh gosh. Oh, it must.
Who said, "I
right.
don't actually have a bad temper. I call it controlled violence"?
Controlled.
Was it Conor McGregor, Reggie Cray, or Donald Trump?
What was the other Cray called?
Sorry?
What was the other one?
I'm laughing because they've suggested it could be David Banner. Doctor, yes.
Bruce Banner, they mean.
Yeah. Okay, we had lots of guesses there, and
I'm going to go for Conor McGregor. A.
You're going to go for Conor McGregor. They went for a variety, and to be honest, it got on so quickly. They eventually got around to it, but I don't think they got it in time. It was actually in a Playboy interview in 2004. It was Donald Trump.
No, it wasn't.
It was Donald Trump. Yeah.
Look, I'm so sorry, and I know we shouldn't be political, but that's such a horrible thing to say.
He doesn't have a bad temper. He just calls it controlled violence.
What is it? When has he been violent towards anything? That man, if he couldn't fight. But have you seen pictures of this guy? No, but I'm not. This isn't political. I'm just saying, if you see a picture of any human being, you couldn't imagine him being violent, could you?
Maybe he just pays other people. I don't know.
That's a very sinister thing to say. You're saying
control.
that I was being political. That's political.
And
He's
there's really a
fake news. He's paying people to fight people.
fake news.
You've heard
Fake
it here
news.
first,
All fake.
folks.
All fake. You heard it here first. It's
Yeah,
fake.
first.
Okay. Yeah. Not. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Next.
8.
Next
You're still
question.
behind. It's 4-2. You're losing abjectly. You've got a chance to tie if you can get these next 2 correct and they get them wrong. So it's on to quotation number 9.
Good luck, guys.
Who said, "I would have made a good pope"? Was
This
it
is Donald
Richard M.
Trump.
Nixon,
It was Donald Trump, wasn't
Al
it?
Capone, or Donald Trump?
It's Donald Trump. It's Donald
I would have made a good pope. Was it Richard Nixon, Al Capone?
At the start
Donald
of this
Trump.
quiz, I mentioned that you weren't a tricksy
Trickster.
person with your trick questions. These have now become essentially a trick quiz. I would
I
have
have
made a
their
great
answer.
pope. Is it Donald Trump?
You think it's Donald Trump? They thought it was Donald Trump. It was actually Richard Nixon. You know, I am not a crook.
I'm not a crook, but I would have made a
And
great
if you
pope.
quote that, it's not fake news.
All right. That's really
Yeah,
fun.
it was
But they
Richard
get it wrong
Nixon.
too, because it was too irresistible. We had to go for Trump. All right, what's the last question? Tell me the last question. And his
Richard
option
Nixon.
C.
Do you know his middle name?
Jebediah.
Richard M. Nixon. M for
J. Nixon.
think of The Simpsons.
Marge?
Well done, Bushranger. It's Milhouse.
Is it really?
Yeah, Milhouse. Richard Milhouse Nixon.
I was thinking of Jebediah Springfield the other day from the Founding Fathers of Springfield episode. That's a good one. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, last one. You're behind 4-2. There's a chance to sort of eke back and get close. Who said, "I am not young enough to know everything"? Was it Oscar Wilde, Albert Einstein, or Stephen Hawking? Who said, "I'm not young enough to know everything"? Was it Oscar Wilde, Albert Einstein, or Stephen Hawking?
So Albert Einstein wasn't really known for his wit. He was known for being a bit like wacky, but not his wit. So I don't think it's him. So it's either Stephen Hawking, because Stephen Hawking was quite funny. But I would say it's probably feels a little bit more like an Oscar Wilde quote. So I'm going to go for A, Oscar Wilde. You're
going to go for A, Oscar Wilde. They also went for A, Oscar Wilde, and you've both gone out on a high note. Yes,
Yay!
It was Oscar.
We can all go home happy.
I think he went to America once, didn't he? And at customs said, "I only have one thing to declare: my genius."
My genius, yes, it's very, very good. What does it say in his gravestone as well? Something good. I can't remember what it is. It'd have to be Wilde. Yes, Suzushani. Very, very, very good. Too much grog in the chat today, says Mace DK. Yeah, people are just drunk. Good to see everybody. I'm back now. So you win. Well done, everyone.
They did very well, yes.
I'm coughing a lot, and I don't know why this is happening. I'm going to be honest with you. But we've got quite some time left. We started on time, meaning that we've got about 15 minutes before the Biscuit review begins. So we've got time to kill. So what would you like to do, WNL? This is your moment. This is the first. We've never done this before, but
I can clear a bar if we do karaoke. Seriously,
we're not doing karaoke. We're not doing karaoke.
I was born. No, sorry. Lee Marvin, Wandering Star.
I've cleared live streams before by singing and getting guitars out and stuff. It's never a good idea. Never get the guitar out. Unless you're announcing that it's a music stream in advance. People don't like it. It's funny that. I can clear a bar if we do pole vaulting. Hey.
I do have a book. I have a book.
Oh, well, that's important. And then what we can do is perhaps just get things started a little early. I mean, everyone's here anyway. There's 63 of you. So let's just get things started in and we can take our time with the Biscuit review. And just, that'll be nice, won't it? So, yeah, let's do, first of all, the first thing that we need to do before we move on from the quizzes, though, is everybody in the chat put down your suggestions for what next week's quiz should be all about. Go for it. And if you've got any serious questions we can do a WNL AMA. So that means ask me anything. How do you feel about that? You don't have to answer any questions. The rules are that you can cherry pick the answers. But
I would be nicely at ease with that. Yes.
Getting to know Lou. That's what we call it. Getting to know Lou. Getting to know Lou. LEW, as in Lewis. But first of all, suggestions in the chat first, and then maybe a WNL AMA afterwards, which is maybe slightly bizarre. Weather, Western movies, famous scientists, eggs, says Commander P. Driver. The Goon Show, very specific. Ed's childhood said yesterday, it's a ongoing joke. Superhero, says Commander Zarking. Spaceman's favourite snack is a Mars bar. Now we're just doing jokes. Trees and teas, name that leaf. Fall festivals. Commander Parajo. Okay. Famous quiz questions. Jaws and teeth. All right. Anything tickling your fancy there?
I don't know. There are lots of interesting things. Scientists and inventions, possibly. I don't know.
Paint drying times. What? James
Paint
Bond.
drying times. I like that. That could be quite informative.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Today's quiz is very good. Lots of Donald Trump references, which we try our very best to steer away from any without getting too political. But it's difficult. Again, Stan Lee. We've done comic books, I think, before. Science and inventions. That's quite fun. Have we done one on inventions before? We've done a lot of quizzes.
We might have, but there's been a lot of things invented. We could do again.
That's fun. Fictional presidents is fun, isn't it?
Fictional presidents.
Yeah. Like fictional leaders, maybe, or something like that. There's something interesting there.
I like that. Okay, if how about that? We'll go with fictional leaders. That's it, fictional leaders.
Ed's girlfriend is Macy K. It's best that we steered away from that subject entirely. Ignoble prize? Oh, no ignoble prizes.
I like that.
Dr. John Bergman. There's been quite a few US movies with the US president. Exactly.
This is true, yeah.
One of my favourites is the Air Force One. Can you tell us who played the president in the film Air Force One?
No, but I can tell you who saved him.
Can you?
No, I can't.
He saves himself.
Sorry?
He saves himself. It's Harrison Ford, yeah.
It is Harrison Ford.
Yeah, he saves himself against Gary Oldman's terrorists.
This is where I have to admit that I have never actually watched the film.
I owned it on VHS.
I knew it was Harrison Ford who saved him.
I think I got it for my 11th birthday on VHS, or something like that, like 10th birthday. I remember watching it. I really like it. It's really, really, really good fun. I need to watch it again. I've not watched it for a very long time. Get off my plane! That's my... Yeah, and Gary Oldman's trying to save his brother. His brother's in prison, and he's trying to get his brother out of prison. So he hijacks the Air Force One and takes them hostage. But then Harrison Ford, as the president, is sneaking through all the different areas of Air Force One, trying to take back control. It's really fun. I don't know if it holds up. Has anyone watched it since? Because I really want to watch it again. Let's watch it now. Should we all watch it? Let's watch it. Can we watch it now? Is this a thing that we can do? I don't
know what we can do.
I don't know what we can do.
I could probably find it. If it's probably still in your room here.
I think I threw it away.
Oh, okay.
A long time ago. Hold on. Zoop. No one saw that. Hold on. Air Force One. The movie. Oh, you can buy it for £2.49 on YouTube. Which we should definitely do. 1997. It's amazing.
Pledged to change America's policy. Atrocity and terror are not political weapons. And to those who
yes, you weren't. You were a youngster.
Your day is over.
In a speech tonight in Moscow, the president issued a direct challenge to terrorist nations around the world.
But the question remains, what are the risks involved in such a bold policy initiative?
They hated your speech, didn't they?
We're afraid we won't have the guts to back it up.
Air Force One clear for takeoff. Thank you for your hospitality, Moscow.
Air Force One with emergency call. Where's my family?
Where's my family?
The president's plane, Air Force One, has been hijacked.
You've just stolen one of my questions from next week.
They want General Radek released from prison.
I will execute the hostage every half an hour.
Every half an hour I will execute Gary Oldman doing
airborne scenarios.
My husband will not negotiate.
His wife, his daughter. I think he will.
I'm doing a Russian accent. Who knows where I'm from? An Eastern European.
Your national security advisor has been executed. He just bought you another half hour.
Your parachute.
I'm not leaving without my family.
I'm a hero. Can you imagine? Replace all of this with Donald Trump doing all of the sort of dramatic moves and jumping around. Someone, please, on the internet is good with editing Photoshop. Put Donald Trump into the Air Force One trailer.
This president is a Medal of Honor winner.
He's a Medal of Honor winner. Do not forget this. There you go. Well, thanks very much. You're back. Was that Dean Stockwell? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. His angry face is the best. Get off my plane! She was my wife. That sort of stuff that he says. Anyway, hello. We're back. And, yeah, should we do a couple of questions for you? Oh, no, let's get a book. Let's get a book first. I'm not even feeling tired at this point. I'm just having fun. I hope everybody doesn't mind.
The book that I've chosen this week is actually one that I found in a secondhand shop. And it was only, I think, about £1. A good hardback, and it's a follow-up to a book that we introduced, I don't know, about 6 months ago or so. Mm-hmm. It is called Lila or Leela, An Inquiry into Morals.
Oh, okay.
It's by Robert Pirsig, who did Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think maybe he took a little bit of a flack for his best-selling work, Zen and the Art, from some philosophers. And this goes into a little bit more detail about his metaphysics of quality. and it's actually quite good. He tries to sort of go beyond objective, subjective metaphysics and get into a bit Zenish. It's if you've read the first one, then it's worth reading this as a follow-up.
I haven't read either. I should probably read the first one, right? Should I read the first one?
Yeah, I've got them both if you need them.
So you weren't thinking of picking, I don't know, some sort of like Harry Potter this week or anything? It's never you never just like, oh, you know what? J.K. Rowling's latest book is really good. Like, you're always like, I don't know, some sort of like philosophy book. But there you go. Great.
Yeah. It's actually, I mean, just as Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, he weaves a narrative line in through. So it is a novelette, but entertaining all of the moral and inquiry questions at the same time. So it's interesting.
Wonderful stuff. Well, thank you very much, WNL. Really muchly appreciated. I think what we'll do for now is we've got a quiz topic for next week. So are you available next week, as far as you're aware?
I as far as I'm aware, I'm available for a quiz next week. Yes.
Me too. All right.
And it's going to be on fictional presidents. Fictional leaders.
Fictional leaders. I think that's good
fictional
fun.
Leaders.
All right, everybody in the chat, please put some love in for WNL. Check out One Thing and Another by Jonathan Miller. It's beautifully edited, says Jack Little. That's a nice, a lovely and a trustworthy source there from Jack Little. Let's put some love in the chat. And yes, we'll see you same time next week. Goodbye. Thank you very much. And of course,
my pleasure.
I'll call you tomorrow.
No, call me Dad.
Hey, bye. Lovely stuff. Well, thank you very much, WNL, for joining us there. That was good fun. Right, okay. Let's have a look-see now. Where are we up to with this whole situation? Yes, I think it's time, what we can do, meaning that we can start the Biscuit review a little bit earlier, meaning that we can take our time with it this week rather than having to rush. But thank you so much for sticking around. Look after each other. What you need to do is I need to put up this music so it's a little bit louder. I then need to go to this screen here where you can still hear me. Then I'm going to mute my voice, but make sure before I do that you get yourselves comfortable, go and get a cup of tea or a biscuit of your own, because these biscuits today are going to be extremely disappointing. Back in 2 minutes' time. It's 13:43 on 16th of the 11th, 2018, and that can mean one thing, and one thing only, that it's time for today's Biscuit Review with me, Edward Sealers, and this mysterious guest. Our mysterious guest, who speaks with this accent.
Hello.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like, we were going to do like a sort
I'm
of...
not doing a silly accent.
You're not doing a silly accent?
No.
It's part. That's what I said before.
Is it part of the...
Before we started, I said you've got to do a silly accent, and you were like, yeah, I can do silly accents.
I can talk like Matt Berry if you like.
I would quite like that.
Biscuit Review.
Yes, can you do the whole thing like this?
Fair enough.
Fair enough. That's amazing. I like that a lot. Learning so much about shiny new guest. No, you don't have to really do that. No, we have with us Gav. Surname begins with a C.
Yes.
Gav C.
Gav C.
We won't.
Or Gav Chap.
Or Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin. Whatever
Gavin
you want to call
Gavin
it.
Chap.
Yeah, Gav.
GC.
Yeah, whatever you want to.
Chappers.
Not chappers.
No one likes chappers.
No, I don't like chappers.
You're out. Exactly like that. You just like throw the thing down. Dude. So what is it that you do here at Frontier Developments?
I'm the senior web developer.
What does that mean?
I do a lot of the work on the website and for the store, and all the APIs we use as well. Mostly the store side of things.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much for doing that. Without you, where would we be?
People won't be able to buy stuff.
There you go. Thanks to Gav Chap. Gav Chap.
Is Take Me to the Ocean a Billy Ocean t-shirt? No, it's not.
What is it? Well, it's just
like a generic t-shirt that I've came from.
I've noticed a couple of things about you. The Fortnite Dancing Man, the Chicken Dance Man.
Yes.
You've got him as a t-shirt.
Yes, I do.
What other t-shirts have you got? Name some of your favourite t-shirts.
Gosh. I've got a Goonies one.
Goonies t-shirt. I remember the Goonies one. I often see you in that one.
I can't think of any more. I've got some elite ones, of course.
No, it wasn't Chadnost. It was not Gav's idea to use Magento in the first place now. Right, anyway, everybody. Gav, what's your favourite feature of HTML5?
What's my favourite feature of HTML5? Oh, crikey. Custom tags.
Yeah.
You can tag pretty much anything.
Yeah, you like
with
that?
anything. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know if this is a serious question or not.
Or video. It's got a built-in video tag now.
That's good.
Was it my idea to use Magento? No.
The Unsung Heroes of FD, welcome. Absolutely Unsung Heroes of FD.
Flash Player, what's your views? I don't like it.
This is not a web. This is not what we're here for. Gav, we've got our biscuits. We've got our cups of tea. It is worth mentioning that you have gone for caffeine-free.
I have gone for
caffeine-free. But that is your personal choice, and that's okay. I, of course, still have Yorkshire tea because it's the only tea for me. But it is absolutely okay. Very reasonable to not have that if that's your choice. Because I couldn't force you to have caffeine because who knows what kind of disaster would happen on this live stream if you were to have caffeine.
I'd be a lot hyper.
Gav, you do, I mean, I don't know, you can feel free to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But you do your own streams, don't you, sometimes?
I do sometimes, yeah.
Is it something that you want to tell people about?
I very rarely stream, but most of the time I'm on someone else's stream.
Okay.
As a guest.
Okay.
Which is Mr. Weeble.
Mr. Weeble?
Yes.
Great. So twitch.tv/Mr. Weeble.
Mr.
You used to do Weeble and Bob?
Yes. That Mr. Weeble.
Really?
Yes.
The
Mr. Weeble. Mr. Weeble, yeah.
How do you know that person?
I just joined him watching his stream and just joined in, went on his Discord and said hello.
And then now you're just friends and you just end up going on as a guest every now and again. What sorts of stuff do you do on that?
Most of the time he does art sort of stuff during the daytime, but in the evening it's playing games, like Jackbox sort of games and PUBG, FPS style games. So Overwatch, that sort of thing.
What is your stream? Do you stream ED? Do you ever stream ED?
Personally, no.
Oh.
But
that's a shame.
I do follow quite a lot of people that do.
You watch our streams as well often, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So you're often in the chat as well for those?
I do sometimes chat on yours.
Yeah, which is
make silly comments.
Always really fun. I've genuinely lost the Biscuit Review spreadsheet, and every week I say this, and people think I'm actually this week.
He generally has.
I am looking around for it. I can't find it. I think it's here. I don't even know where it is. It could be an archive. Old PC. Yeah. Yes.
There was a picture of some biscuits went past.
Yeah.
Dare we ask my Twitch name? Yeah, it's Gav Chap. GAVCHAP, if you want to follow me.
Can you help me? I found it. I think I found it. Wait, let's have a look.
Is it a backup man?
There we go. Yep, we
Wow.
got it. Absolutely. So, Gav, have you ever seen this before?
Nope.
Great. Okay, so we have name, we have the appearance, the
Yep.
taste, the texture, the durability, the dunkability, the post-dunk taste, the satisfaction, the morishness, and then a total, right?
Cool.
That's how we rate every biscuit. As you can see, we've got some that have the Ed's Choice stamp on them. You can see those there. If you haven't seen the biscuit reviews before, now's a great time to be introduced to this. We are 182 biscuits in, so this will be our 183rd biscuit today. We have, for example, and stop, bam! We have the Fox's Jam and Cream Raspberry and Vanilla Biscuit. It's 68th place. Very good.
I would have said that was one of my favourites.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you went here to review. You've never had a Cronky biscuit, or a Phaser Geisha chocolate biscuit, or a Gopanya Yeski, or one of my favourites, Jeff's Chocolate Biscuits Chip Pecan Cookies, or Pecan, as they would say in America. I don't know how it is. And hi, everyone. By the way, Gav, favourite CSS feature? Mine's animation using percentage keyframes.
Oh, crikey, I don't know. Strangest question ever. Probably CSS itself.
Very good answer. I don't know what any of that means. So today, last week we did a review of a biscuit that I quite liked. We had, not last week, the week before, it was with Shantae, who's new in the community team, and she sabotaged the live stream. Are you going to sabotage today's live stream, or are you going to behave? I think we've got a behaviour on our hands, everyone.
I'll try not to.
Someone who behaves, which is very, very important. Right, today we've got a choice. Would you like to hold?
I will hold
biscuit?
the choice. Are we sure this is a biscuit?
Well, this is the thing we need to discuss. I think we need to discuss
like
this.
a biscuit.
Ladies and gentle friends in the chat.
This.
Does this count as a biscuit?
Is this a biscuit? It's a roofing shingle.
It's a roofing shingle.
It looks more like a wafer you'd put in some ice cream to me.
It's a waffle, isn't it? It's a Jules Destrooper waffle. Sugar Pixie. It is indeed a Jules Destrooper. It's an imposter.
It's got
No, it's a wafer. All right.
No, not having them.
You can keep that.
I can keep that.
For later. Don't eat it now. Would you like to take this? I think that this is instead what we're going to review today, and this is much more biscuit-like.
What's in there?
Take two just in case, because you
have to
need to
dunk one. Yeah.
Yeah. These are much more like a biscuit. Look at this. So you can see that these are very sort of biscuit-esque. They're very, very thin.
You can see through them.
And yeah, you can. You actually can.
You can
see through them, and they've got sort of big sort of chunks of nut in there. Looks like sort of almondy chunk.
Yeah.
So that or garlic.
In a minute.
It smells quite good. Very buttery. You're not allergic to anything, are you?
No.
Right. Let me. Also, you can clearly see that we're out of focus as well. It's not a Jaffa cake.
Oh
God. Oh gosh, we're being shaken around. We're being shaken around the room like nobody's business. All right.
It smells nice.
It does smell good, doesn't it? This is, I believe. It's all in foreign. I can do the French one probably best.
These almond Florentine?
Almond Florentine.
Or thins.
Almond thins. There you go. These are called the Jules Destrooper. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't think they're French. I think they're Belgian. Oh, well, actually, similar accent.
Belgian is a very similar accent.
Yeah. Jules Finest. Ooh, what did you call them?
Almond thins.
Almond thins.
It's only a Florentine if it's got an egg on it. It's definitely not got an egg on it.
That's an odd thing to say. All right, appearance, GC. What do you think?
They're not the best looking biscuits, are they?
No. Like the worst. Probably the worst biscuit. I do quite like that they're
rustic, I would call them.
Yeah, I feel like they're quite different looking. I've never really seen a biscuit quite like it, and that gives it some points. I quite like, if I was to design a wall, like they're almost like bricks, look.
Yeah.
You could have, I would make a wall out of this.
You could,
kind of like, yeah, look, boop, we've made a wall. I think that wins bonus points for me, but they're not very appealing to look at. I feel like they look a bit like
a geological sample.
A geological sample.
That's quite a good description, actually.
I kind of feel, based on watching the stream in 360p, I give it a 2. I feel like they look a bit like war rations. Do you know what I mean?
I see what you mean. Yeah, like something that you'd get as an emergency ration.
Emergency ration. Like you're going climbing up,
like Mount Everest.
Mount Everest.
These are the biscuits
these are what you
take.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for a 4.
4?
Because they're quite fun, aren't they?
They look
We've had a lot of
alright,
fun
yeah.
with them.
4-ish.
4-ish? 4-ish, everyone.
4-ish. I know you can't do
Straight up.
ishes.
Well, we can do like 3.9, we can do...
4.2.
You're happy with it? You're going up?
I'm going up
Alright,
slightly. 4.1.
I've done that.
You put in a...
Alright.
Anyway.
Taste, arguably the most important part of... Oh, and by the way, no points for packaging in this game. Right, let's go for it. Let's go for it. You ready?
Tastes pretty good. Can't really taste the almond.
No.
It's mostly sort of buttery taste.
Very buttery.
It's broken into many pieces.
That's important. We'll get there.
Yeah. I can see there's another thing for that.
Not considering the texture.
It's quite a caramelly taste. I quite like that.
It's just very caramelly.
Yeah, it's just
I
caramel. You
didn't
can't
really
taste
get
the
any
almond.
almond at all.
Not at all.
Which is a shame because that's what it's advertised as.
Yeah.
How do they make this? Because it's sort of sliced, isn't it? It's almost as if they make it into like a vat and then they slice through it.
Or it's just poured out on
I liked it. Quite buttery,
It is
quite
nice.
caramelly.
Yeah, I'll give it like 6.5-ish.
I'm going to go for... I think we're in agreement.
Yeah.
6.5.
I'm still eating it, so it must be good.
Texture. For me, there was a lovely snap to it. There was a lovely bite. You can hear it. It's like a crack. It then did go a bit sort of sticky to the teeth. What was that
Sticky
about?
and soft.
Sticky and soft once it's been
Yeah.
bitten. I was actually surprised when I bit into it. I thought it would go like
Snap, like a
I thought it
ginger
would do
snap.
that. Yeah, but it didn't. It went sort of a...
Yeah.
But with yeah, because it was a together.
Yeah.
If you were to add the sound up, and what did you think? Stick in my teeth.
probably
a bit,
about-
I can feel a bit in my mouth. Oh no,
About 5,
we are as
really.
one today. See, I picked somebody's day who is reasonable.
5. I'd give that. 5.
We spoke too soon, ladies and gentlemen friends. You've gone rogue. 5.
It's a halfway house. I can't really decide whether it was a good or bad texture. So.
But we're kind of like IGN in that we give 7s if it's.
Oh, okay.
If it's, we just give 7s.
7 then.
No, I
No,
think,
6.5. I'm going to put my foot down.
All right, 6.5. 6.67 then.
6.7.
Yeah, I think it was better than you were making it out to be.
Okay.
We should really add a sound column to that sheet. We should really
sound?
delete the sheet entirely and start fresh, really, is what we should.
Just put it close to there and snap it.
Was that
Was it a
good?
good
Did
snap?
you
Was
like
it a
that?
good snap? I don't know.
Durability. So now you're looking at like how much it was left crumbs behind and how much it snapped and if it broke or if it's leaving like horrible chocolatey marks in your hands
Not
or
a
anything
lot.
like that.
Well, there's a few little crumbs.
It fell
but
apart in your hands.
It
but
did fall apart in my hands around the
I
almonds.
think that's because of your cumbersome fingers, sir.
It is probably my clumsy fingers.
Clumsy fingers. Yes, we have him. He's back. Matt Berry's back. Don't unfollow. Don't delete the sheet. I won't delete the sheet. We're not going to start again. We're going to start again. We're going to redo all the biscuits from scratch.
Literally unwatchable.
Yeah. She phoned a while ago. They decided to call the baby Peshwari after her nan. That's not a good. It is good.
It is a good. Yeah.
Wrong.
Such a
Yeah.
dad
Wrong
joke.
chat.
Such
Let
a
that
dad
go.
joke.
All right. You can sell the spreadsheet data and have a full video review each biscuit. I'd like to do that. All right.
Cool.
Where are we up to? What did we decide?
Oh, what did we decide? Durability.
Can you do it in an accent in Matt Berry?
In Matt Berry. I don't know where to go with durability. It's not that durable because it's quite thin. So I'd go. I don't know.
I dropped it from a reasonable height.
A 5.
And it 5.
5.
Very good. Yeah, 5.
Almost went David Bowie.
5 is good. Very good. Dunkability. I need to get a new one because I've sabotaged myself.
Many pieces.
Yeah. All right. So what we do for this is we hold it in for 3 seconds, then we reveal it to the camera.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Reveal.
It's intact.
Just.
It's not.
Is it going to survive a double
It's not
dunk?
flopping.
1, 2, 3. I'm very surprised. Oh no! Look! No, I'm not surprised. It's
no,
gone.
Mine's still intact.
You didn't even see it, ladies and gentlemen, because it
Still
actually
intact.
didn't come back out. Watch. Okay, it did that time. But we did. Oh, unusual.
I don't
Actually,
think
it's
it's a
quite
tea biscuit, but. I've got an extra piece here. I'll dunk that again.
Chaos Cut, thank you so much for the host. Well, people who joined us just now, Thank you for joining us. You've joined us at a very important venture, a very important turning point in life. We're doing the dunkability test for the Jules Destrooper Almond Thins. Nothing more important has ever been done than this moment. We're breaking new grounds. We're snapping biscuits. We're making new relationships. We're making connections with you. We're making connections with the biscuit and the tea. We're doing everything. So how did you feel about dunkability? Basically, it didn't last a double dunk.
Mine lasted a double dunk.
I don't care about yours.
Mine was already snapped in
I'm
half.
still eating. I like these.
They are really nice. Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, really nice. 6.4.
Yeah.
All right.
6.5. I might
Dunkability.
raise that. But...
I'm gonna go. Look at this. 2 out says, you rating cookies is magnificent. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, yes, we've rated 182 cookies. This is the 182nd cookie we've ever rated. Thank you very much for joining us for this historic moment. We do it every Friday, round about this time, but before we have a quiz with my dad. It's a ridiculous show, but please do press the follow button, because it's great fun, and we really enjoy it. And we've probably got meetings in like a minute, so we should probably like...
Probably.
Anyway, let's get this finished. Dunkability.
Yours didn't dunk well, mine dunked okay.
So it's a middle, isn't it?
It's a middle.
4.8.
Yeah.
Are you alright with that?
Yeah, perfect.
Post-dunk taste. You didn't enjoy it?
It was, to start with, it was a bit weird, but then you got used to it, and I would give it probably the same as the
didn't really change it.
Didn't change it much.
6.5.
You couldn't really taste the tea, actually.
Let's throw science to the wind. I know that everything else has been a scientific process so far, but we're going to throw science to the wind. Satisfaction is all about how you felt. Do you feel satisfied now? Like, do you feel like it was good? How did you feel about the biscuit?
Well,
and that's it. We may have rated it all that, but afterwards we're both going,
It's quite. I'm still tasting it because it's in my teeth.
I'm going to say as high as an 8.
I would say. Yeah, I would probably go a bit higher actually. It's a very satisfying biscuit. 8.8.
All right, so we're going to go somewhere in the middle, 8.6.
Yep.
Roughly. My math isn't great. Neither is my spreadsheet management. All right. Moorishness. How much do you want another one? I'm going to go high.
That's quite high. Yeah. They are actually quite good. Yeah, I'd agree.
Look at this. What a wonderful relationship Gav and I have. All right, let's see where it hits. 50.2 is where the Jules Destrooper Almond Thins sits. We will have to do this thing, and I'm so sorry to everybody who watches this and goes, you don't have to do that every single time, but it's just the way I like to do it. Yeah, I like to...
You don't have to do that each time.
I know. Every time, because someone tells me. All right, let's see where it sits. We have 50.2. The Jules Destrooper Almond Thins sits in 141st place, because the top line is the name the appearance tells in text, and I don't know how to change that. And I don't care to change it, and I'm not going to change it. So 141st is the Jules Destrooper Almond Thins. Well done, everybody. Millstone Barnes says, Ed Spreadsheet Mushroom is killing me. Good, that's part of the joke, as we all know. All right, so well done, everyone. Well done, Jules Destrooper. 141st is not a bad place to be in, because every biscuit is beautiful in its own way. It's just that some are more beautiful than others.
Can you show me the top biscuit?
Yeah. The top biscuit is the Poppy Side Miles Cream homemade biscuit, but the white chocolate caramel cookie from Holland. Very, very good. But my personal favourite is the Fortnum Mason Strawberry and Afternoon Cream Tea biscuits. It's got the Ed's Choice stamp on there, followed up by the Heather Honey Oaties. Oh boy. Every biscuit is beautiful except the Marinella Calanitas. All right, so one thing which is the very bottom, or the actual very bottom, is the CBL Munchy Lemon Puff.
Really?
Stay away from it.
Okay.
Stay away. All right.
Noted.
Do we want to keep the current format? Yes, we do. We're closing down the spreadsheet and we're saying thank you very much. But first of all, we're going to go back to the pub. We're going to crack up the music, and we're going to say a huge thank you to everybody who has watched today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And no, we literally go by name through, and we had a raid as well, so there's quite a few.
Oh my!
So we're going to go through, and we're going to say thank you to everyone. I'll do a few, then you do a few, and then we'll do the last few together, right? And if you could do it in Matt Berry's voice, that'd be even better. So thank you so much this week to everyone who's watched all of the live streams that the Frontier Developments has done, but also the live streams today. So thank you so much to, first of all, Grief for being a moderator and being in the chat. Thank you very much. And to Edward C. Lewis, which is me, for also being a moderator and being in the chat. But thank you to 79 James, Avocado, which is a great name, Big Fun R, Bushranger _ Chaos Cat, Commander _ Bankai, Commander _ Ushani, Commander _ Soma, Commander _ The Thing Is, Commander _ Wotherspoon, Commander Angry Advark, and Commander P Driver.
Commander Fosdyke, Commander Root, that's a Twitch
Commander Root!
Cosmo Grog, Dark X Mac, Dead Meat Durgel, Dillman Black, electrical longboard, electrical skateboard.
Oh yeah, both here.
Four Lions 1, Gandalf.
4 lions on the shirt.
Gandalf Lundgren.
Which is a great name, Gandalf Lundgren. Like Dolph. All right.
Oh, I get it.
Jokes
Yeah.
passed on you.
Yeah.
Groovy Monica, Jack Little, Jess_D, Joel_C, JSB 3213 Juts. Thank you so much, Kaglas, for being here. Mace DK, Mega, Master Uguay, M Curtains, Mitch 102, 102nd of the Mitches, Millstone Barn, and Wolfpack.
Positivity Bot, Panda Trap _ Paul Archer.
Thank you.
Plamola _ NL,
Netherlands.
Psycho Cow,
The Psycho Cow.
Puppet, Revian,
oh crumbs.
Robbie XP1, Silky Nerd, SJ McThompson.
Something 30, Stephen Carey, Sugar Pixie, 10 cents, the Thargoy, the Honey Thief 2 at V and K, Vasid, Vigro Pros, Vorpux, Wabznazm, Wicked Willy, Wolf ZX12, Yardis, and of course, last but not least,
Zadnust.
literally alphabetically. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely time. You're all wonderful. Take it easy and have just whatever you want.
Have a day.
Yeah.